Hi, good day everyone. I am Major Ukyas and in this video, I will talk about my favorite architect. But before that, let us first know what is really the job or the work of architects. So, architects create designs for new construction projects, alterations, and redevelopments. They use their specialist construction knowledge and high-level drawing skills to design buildings that are functional, safe, sustainable, and aesthetically pleasing. To practice architecture means to provide services in connection with the design of buildings in the space within the site surrounding the buildings that have human occupancy or use as their principal purpose. So my favorite architect is Leandro Valencia Locsin. He was a Filipino architect, artist, and interior designer, known for his use of concrete floating volume and simplistic design in his various projects. He was proclaimed a National Artist of the Philippines for Architecture in 1990 by the late former President Corazon C. Aquino. Leandro V. Locsin was born on August 15, 1928 in Silay City, Negros Occidental, a grandson of the first governor of the province. He later studied at De La Salle Brothers in 1935 before returning to Negros due to the Second World War. He returned to Manila to study pre-law before shifting to pursue a bachelor's degree in music at the University of Santo Tomas. Although he was a talented pianist, he later changed again to architecture just a year before graduating. He was married to Cecilia Yulo, to which he had 2 children and one of whom is also an architect. The Liman Catholic chaplain, Father John Delaney, commissioned Locsin to design a chapel that is open and can easily accommodate 1,000 people. The Church of the Holy Sacrifice is the first round chapel in the Philippines, with the altar in the middle and the first to have a thin shell concrete dome. The floor of the church was designed by Arturo Luz, the Station of the Cross by Vicente Manansala and Ang Kyo Cook, and the cross by Napoleon Abueva, all of whom are now national artists. Alfredo L. Junio served as the building structural engineer. Today, the church is recognized as a National Historical Landmark and a cultural treasure by the National Historical Institute and the National Museum, respectively. In his visit to the United States, he met some of his influences, Paul Rodolph and Eero Saarinen. It was then he realized to use concrete, which was relatively cheap in the Philippines and easy to form for his buildings. In 1969, he completed what is to be his most recognizable work, the Theater of Performing Arts, now the Tenghalang Pambansa of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. In 1974, Locsin designed the Folk Arts Theater, which is one of the largest single-span building in the Philippines, with a span of 60 meters. It was completed in only 77 days in time for the Miss Universe pageant. Locsin was also commissioned to build the Philippine International Convention Center, the country's premier international conference building at the seat of the Vice Presidency. The current building was dedicated in 2004 and was designed by Leandro V. Locsin and partners led by Leandro L. Locsin Jr. Most of Locsin's work has been inside the country, but in 1970, he designed the Philippine Pavilion of the World Expo in Osaka, Japan. His largest work is the Istana Nurul Iman, the official residence of the Sultan of Brunei. And that would be all. Thank you and God bless us all.